Cory Brada here from the Hawkeye of the Storm. I'm with Hawkeye fan Mark here at the Iowa State Fair. And Mark, you made an interesting comment to me a second ago. You think it's time for Kirk Ferentz to move on. Tell me why.
Yeah, I just think we need time for a change. A different coaching approach would be ideal, I think.
What's the approach that you think Iowa needs to go? Spread? Like, what does that look like to you?
Yeah, spread offense, that would be great. Something more quarterback related, more down the field passing, not so heavy on the running back. I think it's time to switch it up.
You don't see many fullbacks in the game anymore, and Iowa you do.
Which is not bad. I don't disagree with that by any means.
You have high hopes for this. You want to give us a prediction, a record prediction for the year? Do they get to 10 wins? They got a soft schedule.
Yeah, I think they'll make it to 10. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed for sure.
10-2?
Not, okay. We'll go with that.
9-3 with a bowl win.
Let's go 9-3 with the bowl win.
Hawkeye fan Mark, have a good day. Rest of your day at the State Fair, Mark.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so I got to ask you a question. You're a Hawkeye fan, right?
Correct.
Cade McNamara going to save the day?
Save the season, yes.
Cade McNamara going to save the day?
Probably.
How high are you on Cade McNamara and the Hawks?
Extremely high. I hope that he lives up to all the hype.
Okay. And the season, the schedule's relatively soft. They get Penn State on the road in the crossover. They get Wisconsin on the road. But basically after that, you got no top 25, at least preseason ranked teams.
Well, it's got to be better than where it was last year. So hopefully he can turn it around and get more than 20 yards a game.
Okay, Brian going to get the job done, or is he going to poop his pants?
Definitely that second option.
Poop his pants. All right. So they're going to overcome. That's going to be less poop, more Cade.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Brian Ferentz then?
Well, we'll see if he makes some changes this year with a new tight end, new quarterback. So
At this time, well, I shouldn't say this time last year, but back in January, what was your opinion on Brian Ferentz?
not very good.
You wanted him gone?
Yes.
So does he make it after this season? If they go 9-3, 10-2, does he survive into another year?
Depends if he's competitive or not. It just depends if he changes the offense up.
How do you feel about Brian Ferentz?
His contract kind of tells you about that.
How do you feel about the contract, the 25 points per game stipulation, the 7 wins minimum?
Or he's out.
Do you think that they'll actually give him the boot? Because the contract stipulation says that his contract will not be renewed, but it doesn't necessarily say he'll be terminated. Do you think that Kirk would be willing to let that go?
Well, they always need water boys, so.
How many years left does Kirk have in the tank?
Oh, I don't know. He's getting paid pretty good, so I imagine he's there for a while yet.
He's got a contract through the end of 2029. Does he outlive the contract?
Yeah.
So you follow, you got your season ticket holder, you go to games?
Go to the game, not ticket holder.
How do you feel about 2 of the games? So far they've announced 2 of the games, unofficially have announced that 2 of the games will be on Peacock only streaming this year.
Not a fan.
Do you have Peacock?
No.
Do you stream anything?
No.
You're a cable guy?
Yep.
Old fashioned? Okay. So will you get Peacock? If you know that a third or a fourth of the games will be streaming only, will you actually pony over $10 a month for it?
Probably not.
So you just want to watch the Hawks?
Probably go somewhere and watch it.
Go somewhere else? Okay, so the bars are going to benefit.
I don't have Peacock, so.
Are you going to get it?
We'll probably just see if we can share a password with her sister who has it.
Password sharing's always the way to go. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go Hawks. Final record, 12 games.
8-4.
8-4. They go to what bowl game? They go back to the Outback Bowl. They go to Tampa. Where are they going?
Texas.
Oh, hard to say. 9-4. Well, how many games do they play?
12.
12-0.
All right.
12-0. There you go.
Yeah, well, probably. I'm thinking like 9-3.
Give me a 12-game record prediction.
10-2.
Do they get to the Big Ten championship game?
Well, that's questionable. There's some pretty good teams, Big Ten ahead of them, so we'll see what goes on here the rest of the year.
All right. So what's your name?
Craig.
Craig. Okay. Where you're from? Ames.
I live in Iowa City.
You live in Iowa City. I live in Ames, and I'm running a Hawkeye channel. You're wearing Cyclone stuff.
How about that?
All right. So let's gear this towards you. How do you feel about Hunter Deckers and his situation?
Hunter Deckers, that was a big mistake. He that was not a good move for Hunter. we're a little disappointed in all those Cyclones that did that.
Jarrell Brock, you guys got a lot of starters that are
It's going to hurt. So Hawkeyes will be favored by how many? What do you think?
on the road at Jack Trice. I think they're probably going to be favored by 4 or 5. I think
I was going to say 6 or 7.
that's a pretty big spread on the road.
Yeah.
But
So are you guys going to score points this year?
well, they scored 7 last year.
Yeah.
I think 14 would get it done against the Cyclone offense this year.
Actually, I think it might.
Like 14-10 instead of 10-7.
I think so. Let's bet like Isaiah Lee and bet the under. Is that it?
You saw the Hunter Decker's bar video, right?
I did see that. Yeah.
I mean, so how do you feel about J.J. Cole or Rocco Beck behind him? I mean, you comfortable with those
I
guys?
think we got to give them both a little bit of a chance. See how they do. How's your new combo going to be? How's your new QB going to be?
New combo as far as
With the new tight end.
with the new tight end. Well, tight ends are fine, right? Tight ends are fine. Are Cyclone fans intimidated by Cade McNamara coming to Jack?
So, I don't think so.
Okay, but this might be the first year in a while that Iowa has an an obvious advantage at quarterback. I mean, when's the last time you could say that? Beathard,
That's probably true. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk Purdy Kittle. Purdy Kittle?
Purdy Kittle. Yeah, that's one way we can unite as Hawkeye and Cyclone fans. Absolutely. You a 49ers fan now then?
We all are, right?
We all are.
Yeah. One thing we all can agree on.
Hawkeye Cyclones unite. Appreciate it, sir.
Hey, take care.
Thank you very much. Excuse me, sir. We just talked a few minutes ago, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
All right. I don't know what I'm going to say. Carry on. Your thoughts on Cade McNamara in the season ahead?
I think it'll be good.
Good. All right. She's got a Caitlin. That's not Patrick McCaffrey. That's a Caitlin Clark shirt, right? So your thoughts on the crossover game at Kinnick?
That's gonna be awesome.
You gonna be there?
No.
We live in Florida.
You live in Florida and you're Iowa fans though.
Yeah.
Good for you. What part of Florida?
Southeast Florida, Hope Sound.
Is Cade McNamara going to save Brian Ferentz's job this year?
It depends on how much leeway they give him.
How much leeway will they give him?
If he's restricted to the inevitable conservative offense, or if they'll let him kind of run his own ship.
So you are the type of fan that believes that Brian is just a result. He's just a microcosm of Kirk.
Yeah, I think Kirk calls the shots. Yeah.
So it's not a Brian problem. It's a Kirk or a philosophy problem.
I think so. Yep.
So will Cade McNamara be able to overcome that? And actually, you think the Ferentzes will allow?
Open up the offense a little more. Yeah. And
You think they'll allow his Michigan philosophy to kind of change how they think to an extent?
I hope so. Just given how mature he is as a quarterback. Yeah.
Give me a record. Final prediction for the year.
I think they'll lose 4 games.
4 games regular season? So 8-4.
8-4. Yep.
That's not good enough for a West championship.
No, but we'll see. I mean, the West is, I think, down this year anyway. So
Schedule's soft.
got Wisconsin, who's predicted to win, and then I think it's kind of a toss-up. But we'll see.
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.